We are going to be talking through the story that is found. Do you guys remember the reference in the Bible? What book of the Bible are we in?
1 Samuel.
1 Samuel. Do you remember the chapter?
17.
17. Okay. So, 1 Samuel 17, and we're talking about David and Goliath. So, do you remember how it started?
David was bringing his lunch to his brothers.
And his brothers were where?
In the army.
In the army. And so they were at the front lines, and when David brought the meal to the brothers and the rest of the army, what did he see?
He saw Goliath.
Ooh.
And Goliath said, will anybody fight me? And David said, I will.
What was Goliath? Can you describe him?
A giant.
A giant. Ooh. So was he standing there saying, hey, can anybody fight me?
Nicely.
No. How did he say it, Mal?
He said,
Would anybody fight me?
Do you guys remember what nationality was David?
he was young.
He was young.
Yeah.
Do you remember God's chosen people?
Israel.
Israel. Very good. Now, what about Goliath? Where was he from?
The Philistines.
Oh, very good. He was one of the Philistines, and so they were battling. Okay, so he said, will anyone fight me? And David said,
I will fight him.
why didn't King Saul go fight
Because he was
Goliath?
afraid.
Oh, he was afraid. What about any of the other soldiers?
No.
They were all afraid. Everyone on Israel's side was afraid except David.
Okay. Why was David not afraid?
He believed in God.
When David went to King Saul and said, I'll fight him, what did Saul do?
Give him armor, but he said it's too big. He took it off and then he went to the river to get 5 small stones.
What was he going to do with the stones?
Throw wine at Goliath.
With his arms?
No! With his slingshot.
Oh.
Yeah, with a slingshot.
And he went with just a slingshot and a staff. Mal, do you remember what Goliath yelled at him? Am I a dog that you would come at me with sticks and stones?
He didn't bring sticks, he bring rocks.
Do you guys remember what else he said? What else Goliath said?
I'm gonna cut your head off and eat on toast.
I'm gonna cut your head off and eat it on a piece of toast.
What did David say back to Goliath?
You come with me to shield and swords, swords and spears, but I come with you. I come at you in the name of the Lord.
Did David think he was strong enough to fight Goliath?
Yeah, no.
No, but why did he have confidence to go do it?
Because God's with him.
Because God was with him. And he knew that God was the most powerful, right?
Yup.
Yeah. So Mal, what happened?
Took a rock out of his bag. He then put it in his slingshot. He ran as fast as he could, and he slinged it to David's forehead.
And then Goliath fell down and David got his sword and cut off his head and then bring it to the temple.
Who gave him the strength to do all this?
God.
Yep, God.
God. Yep. And so that's why he did it. To make sure that everybody knew that God was God above all.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys very much. Anything else you want to say about the story of David and Goliath?
The
The end.